Welcome one, welcome all, and welcome to some nightmare fuel. You want to talk about nightmares? The Garbage Pail Kids, if you haven't heard, aren't as angelic and cute as the Cabbage Patch Kids. They're about as knockoff and as ugly as you could imagine. They originally started out as a trading card game brought to life in 1985 by Topps, the brand mostly known for trading cards, and shit chewing gum in the packets which stained the cards. Well done, Topps. Way to make collectibles absolutely worthless. Each character had a disgusting habit, a weird feature, or they had something awful happening to them. Look at this guy. The fuck is Lindsay doing? Ever heard of a tissue? Jesus Christ, Adam. Are you okay? Bad breath Seth? Is that a bumhole on your mouth? Anyway, surprisingly, the sales of these cards were hugely successful, and building on this, Topps decided they could milk this cash cow and make a full-blown feature film. Thanks, guys. The movie follows Dodger, a young boy who at 14 years old works for a magician called Captain Manzini. It's obvious that Dodger is getting groomed and forced into child labour. He also gets bullied by a questionably dressed group of teenagers led by a guy called Juice. Look at this, full leather, arseless chaps, fashionista, what are you doing? Dodger fancies the only female member of Juice's crew, who's called Tangerine. Tangerine? I wonder if she ever got juiced. Anyway, Tangerine gets caught noncing on Dodger by Juice, who tries to batter him, but then they knock over a bin, or trash can if you're American, and out come these fucking monsters, who have apparently travelled to Earth to find their other scruffy little disgracefully ugly friends who they think are being held in the state home for the ugly, which we later see as them stored in cages with labels like too fat, too skinny, too bald, too silly, and too ugly, marked ready for execution. Because that's what happens in this home. They murder ugly kids. Yep, you heard me right. Captain Nonzini is not bothered by these monsters at all and forces Dodger into more work and makes him babysit them. This is where we see how disgusting these things look. We got Greaser Greg, a violent knob, Messy Tessie, who's just Leaky Lindsay, who we spoke about earlier, Windy Winston, who farts on command, Valerie Vomit, who obviously vomits on command, Foul Phil, also known as Bad Breath Seth from the cards. They removed his arsemouth though. We have Nat Nerd, the spottiest kid you've ever seen, and Alligator, a half-person, half-alligator who has a nasty appetite for human toes. The Garbage Pail Kids can't go out in public because they'll get attacked by the normies, according to Manzini, so they steal a Pepsi truck and go on a mad rampage. Ali eats someone's toes and starts a massive fight, eventually getting locked in a basement by Juice, then taken to the state home for the ugly to get executed. Luckily, Manzini helps them escape. Don't know why, because they're a bunch of ball bags. He takes them to a fashion show where they trash absolutely everything, and then they steal some quad bikes and run off to cause more mayhem. The film is supposed to focus on a premise. You're good on the inside, you don't have to be beautiful to be nice. But it doesn't matter anyway, as everyone in this movie is a complete and utter gigantic ball crease. The movie just teaches us that if you're ugly, you either spend your life harassing and bitching at people to get by, or you fucking die. Seriously? What the actual fuck? And come on, man, even though you're ugly, you could have chose some better clothes. What are you wearing? This film is as scary for adults as it is for children. Sort it out. The puppets themselves are also absolutely terrifying. They've got shrunken bodies, oversized heads, and completely misshapen features. The way their mouths move and their voices. Who decided this would be okay? All that topped off by the fact they're getting rounded up to be murdered because of these features brings this film to the forefront of my mind for absolute nightmare fuel. This is one I'm never gonna forget, and not for the right reasons. If you've seen this film, or have any of the cards, and were equally as terrified as I was as a child, let me know in the comments below and we can share our experiences. But for now, sit back, maybe go and watch some Rosie and Jim to clear your mind, and press that little subscribe button to give us a hand, or Foul Phil will come and breathe on your face and knock you the fuck out.